I think frontline practitioners, whether they're Muslim or not, should learn about these arguments because I think the basic arguments are easy to grasp. Perhaps some of the best practitioners are those who've had that experience. So obviously I use that in my experience, which talking to some people. This is illegal and also un-Islamic because the rules of Islamic law also uphold international treaties and citizenship and everything else. And what you're doing is wrong. But then they'll say, well, then who's going to help the people of Syria? We need to find effective answers for that, which is where we need to see diplomacy working and to explain how diplomacy works. Because, for a lot of young people, they don't really understand politics unless they're into politics. And they think, oh, nobody's doing anything about it. Of course they are. People have tried very hard for the last 2 or 3 years. The Arab League, the UN, Kofi Annan, all these people went to Syria and tried to help stop the war. That needs to be explained to people. And needs to be sold that it is a horrific conflict. It's very bad, but it isn't like nobody cares. Lots of people care. People have tried, but there are so many reasons why the conflict is still continuing. So people need to be able to see that, and then you have to give them an alternative. Because if you say, well, you can't go off and fight, if a young person is driven to do that, they will do so unless you provide an alternative. And to my mind, it has to be adventurous, something exciting. So that could be, especially humanitarian work, which can be very dangerous also, but exciting. And again, I think it's very important for frontline staff to understand these motivations behind these kinds of conflicts and why people are going out there, and then refer to intervention providers, for example. But I think the reality is that at the moment we are stopping a handful of people from going out there, but dozens or hundreds are going out there. It is such a powerful narrative, and I think far more concerted action needs to be taken there.